Welcome everybody to Baldur's Gate, Descent into Avernus. I'm tormented by gnomes. I will be your dungeon master today. Joining me for today's session, we've got Ninja Man Matt, Shmei, and Slug Slayer. Good morning, gentlemen.
Hola.
You know, I always watch back the VODs when I'm doing editing later on, and this is always like my least energetic show that I open, mostly because it's the one that occurs at absolutely non-gamer hours.
Hi guys, I'm a dungeon master. These are my friends from, childhood and beyond.
We're just gonna roll some dice now, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
I suppose.
And then anytime some weird Eldritch horror comes in, you're like, oh, I've activated Joe mode. You're gonna die.
I get to play an over-dramatic servant of hell? Yes. Crow's will not be...
Cat.
Sorry, go ahead.
Or a winged cat. Like, oh, I get to be a fat winged cat? Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Wow. I actually based Slobber Chops off of Shmei's cat impression. Okay. When we last left our heroes, also Crozan will not be... Yes. Yeah. Crozan will not be with us today. He's doing important dadly duties that involve banana pancakes, and who am I to stand in the way of banana pancakes?
Even if you wanted to, could not.
Be unjust. When we last left our heroes, they were beneath the secret tunnels of Vanthampur Villa. They led a peasant revolt against Duke Vanthampur and her family. They snuck in. They overcame multiple members of the cult that is operating down there. They confronted the Vanthampurs in a temple dedicated to Zariel, Archduchess of the First Circle of Hell. They defeated the Vanthampurs and their summoned devil. Zariel spoke to them through the incinerated corpse of Thalamra Vanthampur. And then they proceeded along their way. Now, if I recall correctly, one group went upstairs to find some loot, with Slobber Chops, the winged cat, leading the way, and the other group stayed behind. Who was in the group that went upstairs?
That was Crozan and Umberto. Robert and Daria stayed downstairs.
Okay. Umberto, do you remember what you found? Did you write it down?
Yeah, I don't recall if I actually was in that group, but I know whoever was in that group, they found the cube.
Okay, sweet. I needed to confirm the existence of the cube. And I also need an Optimus Prime button on here.
So that was the artifact thing you were talking about.
Yes, okay. That is the thing that I was beating around the bush.
Before time began, there was the cube.
I do have Mysterious Cube of Iron written down.
Excellent. Okay, so you have the Mysterious Cube.
Black covered tome Apocalypto, random treasure, including 2100 copper. And Mysterious Cube of Iron.
Magnificent.
As well as a bunch of gold, silver, and a potion of healing. So there's that.
All right. You are now in the jail cell. Also, your allies have descended from the secret passage up above in the stables into the lower area. They are apprehending the remaining cultists of Zariel, the ones that you trapped as we speak. There are only really two areas of the dungeon that have yet to be fully explored. You are in one of them right now. You've just defeated the guard devil, and you have the keys to open the jail cells of these two prisoners.
So I think before we do, I would love to, if the party agrees, I think we should talk to them. Make sure they're not like... the enemy of my enemy may be my friend, but sometimes he's even worse. So let's talk.
I mean, they're being held in an underground facility of the evil demon-worshipping Vanthampurs, or devil-worshipping, sorry. I kind of feel like whoever this is probably on the up and up, but
Probably
yes.
on the up and up.
But you're right. Discretion's the better part of valor. Let's have a quick little conversation.
Oh, my...
All right.
Yeah, so... What do they have to say for themselves?
Well, first off, Shmei, check your mic. You might need to adjust it a little bit.
Is that a little better?
That was a good... that was actually much better.
I changed to my actual boom mic instead of my $15 TJ Maxx camera mic.
Yeah, generally speaking, that'll help. You sound amazing now.
Well, that's one of us. So
All right. So the party, I hear a motion to interrogate the prisoners or talk amongst themselves. What'll it be?
Let's talk with the prisoners, but I mean, we're not gonna be like, why are you here? Are you actually evil? Where are the other drugs?
Thank
we're
you.
Be like, like, who are you? How'd you come down here? We're here to help.
How are we doing? Can we trust him?
And if they're like, oh, I'm here to actually bring out the real apocalypse, and these guys are pansy apocalypse people, will be like, yeah, you're staying in here.
All right. Of the two prisoners, the first in the cell to the north is a short, lean male human in his 50s. He's wearing an ankle-length kaftan and has dark hair, a neatly trimmed goatee that is dyed crimson red. The other prisoner is a fit aristocratic lady, human woman, in her 70s.
You said 70s?
70s.
And sorry, I was still on the kaftan just to make sure what that was. The woman, what is she wearing?
The rules don't say, so I'm going to say plain drab prison gear.
Oh, okay. Jailhouse rock. All right.
So, do either of them need medical attention?
Neither of them appear to be severely injured at all.
Okay. We were going to ask the guy first. Who are you and why are you here? And Robert will use his. Well, no, Robert's here. Never mind. I was going to drive him, but I forgot we're driving.
Exactly. If you need something yeeted, the party has a yeet machine available, since Crozan is in fact out.
Mate, does Darius recognize either of these? Are these important people within Baldur's Gate?
Roll a history check, Darius.
Darius will do this thing that you have asked. However, I just want to warn you, Darius is not very good at these kind of things.
But you get advantage on it because she's a noble.
Ah, well, good.
Roll again just in case you crit it, but
I probably won't do better than that, but yeah, let's see. Imagine I do better than that. No, hey, but there
close.
We go.
This is Satir Theon Hune. She's a member of the Hune patriarch family. They are rich and politically powerful.
And has she been missing for some time, or
recently?
A pretty good. Okay.
Yeah. She hasn't been like gone for a million years or anything like that.
The Hunes, are they allies of Ravengard, or have they been supporters of Vanthampur?
Well,
sorry for the politically appropriate.
No, it's fine. They're sort of politically neutral. They take their own, whatever fits their best advantages at any given time. They are not allies of the Raven Guards.
Oh, okay. Well then, you know what? No, they're a citizen of Baldur's Gates. Yeah. No, I'll let the chosen one kind of run this thing, and if it turns out I need to step in, then I'll do so. But right now, I'm gonna stay.
Yeah, so we'll talk to her, and I'll be as oily and polite as I can. Oh no, what happened to you? How did you end up here? Tell us the story.
Sorry, who are you talking to?
I'm gonna talk to the lady since we're talking about her right now. I'll move myself up to her.
She is polite, but clearly excited to see somebody taking out these devils and rescuing her. She was captured in order to put political pressure on her family for the Hunes to vote with the Vanthampurs.
Okay.
That's the Vanthampurs were trying to lead this operation to get rid of the Flaming Fist as part of their greater ploy. And so she claims that she was political capital in that whole plan. The Hunes were being on the fence.
Okay.
Mate, I'm not sure if there's a. Oh, sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
I'm not sure if there is. I myself, I'm not sure if you know this, mate, but I was born to a very working class family in real life, so I'm not sure of the intricacies of money. But would there happen to be among the patriarchs of the High City some kind of either, I don't know, seal, birthmark, secret handshake? Is there some way to know that this isn't just like a devil in disguise or something like that this is an on the up and up noble?
I mean, you could try to test her knowledge of like nobility, just because you were raised in etiquette. So I don't know, talk about country clubs and choice of cutlery and
Which fork do you use during a post-dinner
Geopolitical capital markets, NFTs.
Is this noble? You said that they were being used for political ransom, basically. Were they high enough to be able to take part in any of the voting that was happening amongst the patriarchs and the high dukes?
Every patriarch house gets one rep. So it's...
Yeah, is she the rep is what I'm asking.
She's not the rep, but she's high enough that her absence would potentially be political capital. If they actually captured the rep for the House of Patriarch, the House of Lords, whatever that name of that higher like chamber is, that would have made the news.
No, for sure.
Robert, what do you think? Are you able? He senses people better than we do. Does she seem like she's on the up and up?
I could roll, I guess, but really my takeaway is, we're worried about a vote coming up soon. She was being used as political capital for that vote. If we release her, we kind of get her vote or her family's vote. So I don't see how it's a bad thing to release her.
One thing I need to point out is that you just fragged the crap out of the people who were leading the vote. Your reasoning is 100% sound. Just the political process may have been slightly interrupted.
True, very true. I guess, is their family known to be devil worshippers? I mean, is there any rumors in the city of that? I guess that would be my only concern. Just because enemy of an enemy is usually my friend doesn't mean they are necessarily our friend.
Right.
That's valid. Let me see what we can pull up about the Hune family. The Hunes, they have ties to the Tethir nobility and holdings in other major cities. You do not have access to any rumors about them being secret devil worshippers, Robert.
What nobility was that?
Hold on. Tethir? It's an area in the Forgotten Realms. It's West Faerun. It's south of Om, which is south of like the Sword Coast.
Of course, yes. I should have known it right away.
Hey, I had to Google it.
Okay.
For the glory of Om!
Mate, a quick question to kind of go off what Robert was saying. If, let's just say, for instance, if Robert took like a drop of his holy water and, something like that and like placed it upon this person and they didn't react, I mean, would we think like a drop of holy water would be able to irritate a fiendish creature?
A drop of holy water burns fiends like acid.
That's what I mean. So like it wouldn't like if we used a drop, it wouldn't like ruin the vial of holy water, but a little drop might be enough to test like
I'll allow that.
It's a good thing I have holy water on me. Sure, I'll start testing the people.
Are you going with the golden stick or a tree branch?
Repent.
I don't see many tree branches around, so golden stick sounds
It
good.
was a big bear thing,
Oh, okay.
Ooh, mate, quick question. If we have some red cords, since we're all worshippers of Amater, would we be able to count that as like a testing thing if we like wrap their wrists in red cord? No, okay.
Not unless it was sanctified. Good call though. It's a good idea.
I'm gonna let her out unless the party has objection.
Sorry, wrong button. But actually,
you got it off the camera.
Yeah, why don't I just press that against them?
Oh, that's a really good idea.
But
just like either you're about to have the mark of the beast on your forehead, or you're about to have like a small red patch where you got bonked by a.
Stay in horny jail.
Bonk.
And coming from Nick, I feel like the horny jail bonker is the new name for his.
And then Paul, you're gonna call it horny jail bunker.
Yes.
Get thee to horny jail. Repent. All right. You apply Heaven's Fall as a litmus test, and it does not burn Satir.
Oh, good. Well, then, yeah.
We release her then, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Sounds good to me.
Sweet.
All right, now let's talk to Falstaff over here.
I think we just remind her that the Raven Guard house and their allies came to the Vanthampur Villa in order to eliminate the threats of these devil cult worshippers and to save those under their demise. So just be aware of who your true allies are in the future, kind of a thing.
Be grateful.
Or we'll kick your ass.
Let's leave that last part out.
Big chosen one energy.
That's implied. The kicking ass is implied.
All right. On to the next prisoner, yay or nay?
Yay.
Yeah, let's talk to Falstaff.
All right. Who's gonna approach the cell?
I'm Slimy. I'll do it.
All right. Salam, friends. You made short work of our warden over there. Well done.
It's what we do. We're here to destroy all servants of evil and chaos wherever they may be found.
Well, you might be a little bit confused there, friends. You're actually dealing with the servants of evil and law in this particular matter. But nonetheless, I admire your conviction.
Covered them all, so, law I can get behind. Evil, I can't, so...
Oh, it's a Venn diagram sort of thing. Okay.
Yeah. Let's go with that.
Named after the great Archmage Ven.
What brings you here? And how'd you end up here? And
hey, what brings you to this dark thing prison cell?
You come here often?
You come to this prison often to get trapped by devils?
All right. My name is Fallister Fisk. I'm a servant, friend, colleague, employee of one Silvira Savikas, an expert on the Nine Hells, currently based in Candlekeep.
Oh.
I've come here on her behest.
And what for, friend?
She's a good friend of mine, and she's been monitoring devil activity in Baldur's Gate and Elturel for months.
You're gonna need to elaborate on that. Well, let's keep talking. I like this. I like where this is going. Tell us what's up.
Well,
Elturel?
yes. See, Silvira is convinced that Thavius Krieg, the High Overseer of Elturel, struck a bargain with an archdevil. And a copy of the contract he signed is hidden inside a magical puzzle box.
Of iron?
Why, yes.
Alright, so first of all, Shrey is like, yeah, obviously this makes sense. Umberto is incensed and infuriated by the mere implication that his mentor could be anything but pure and amazing. And I imagine Rhea doesn't like this either.
Yeah, Rhea bristles at the thought.
Yeah, apparently they can't hear me? Chat can't hear me? Are we live?
Shmei, talk.
Oh, well.
Speak with your voice box.
Let me make sure it didn't automatically switch my mic again.
Use your
still
mouth
right one.
components.
Can you guys hear me okay?
I've just boosted overall audio.
I wonder if when he switched his sources, your program somehow didn't pick it up or something.
No, I shouldn't, because I'm directly capturing information straight from Discord. So as long as we can hear him on Discord, we should all be able to hear him on the stream.
I just boosted my Sith.
I'm going to boost you a little bit here as well. All right, cool.
Alright, so, yeah, I imagine Rhea is also very mad by the implication that Thavius was anything but amazing and fantastic and glorious. Is she going to do anything about it, or...
She's looking at you. You feel like under normal circumstances, she absolutely would. How dare you? But, know...
I have the key to his cell, right? I pull out the key and I light an eldritch fire in my hand, and I say, watch carefully what words you speak next about Thavius Krieg. His honor and his his reputation are beyond reproach.
I'm a big fan of evidence and facts and the like. So perhaps in lieu of speculation and wild assertions, we could employ some good old-fashioned investigation on this matter. Because surely you wouldn't... Go ahead.
If you can open that box and show us the truth, the facts, And the facts are, of course, not going to bear this out, because Thavius is nothing but a good man, and he's done nothing but protect Elturel, and he raised me as the chosen one. He can't be screwed up if he made this. The facts will bear this out. You're clearly deceived by our enemies. And don't repeat these assertions in front of me ever again if you want to get out of that cell.
Robert grabs the key from Umberto.
Darius puts a hand on Umberto's shoulder. Friend of Elturel, you have to admit, these accusations against your mentor are not entirely unfounded. No disrespect intended, but they have been in bed with our enemy, our proven enemy. The Vanthampurs
He's been captured by our enemy. We saw him in presence. Rhea said she saw him in presence of guards. He was being captured against his will.
He would be here with the other captives of the Vanthampurs if he is not
or in some other higher security prison. This place couldn't have kept Thavius Krieg. Like he's far too powerful to be kept in a.
Well, only a tactical genius could keep Krieg.
Krieg! Sorry, Warhammer reference. Moving on.
As Robert has indicated, we should probably hear out this current prisoner of the Vanthampurs, and we won't speak ill of your mentor going forward. However, I do want to caution you not to ignore anything that could come up during this investigation.
I'm sure the facts will bear out his innocence and his goodwill and his good, his good nature. These are clear lies. This is fake news. I mean,
well, in these times, Umberto, I don't think there's anyone who's entirely innocent.
You've clearly never been to Elturel, then.
The one place that went to hell, of course. You're right.
You know what?
Rhea gives you a dirty look. So as you're having this conversation, you can see Fallister like looking from one person to the other, very quickly like downloading the party dynamic and figuring out, okay, all right, got it. Well, obviously you are a learned scholar, and your assertion that we should look at the evidence makes perfect sense. Unfortunately, I cannot help you, but my good friend and employer, Silvira Sekis, could. She is a most learned sage and expert on these matters, and would be willing to pay gold and magic for this object.
We need it. And we need what's inside of it.
Well, then you're going to need her help, because good luck opening this blasted thing. It's said to destroy the minds of those who attempt and fail to comprehend its mysteries.
Oh, the chosen
Why
one should
don't
be
you try first?
Because I like my mind. No, I would put my full faith in the Sage of Candlekeep.
Well, now hold on a second there, friend. I think the chosen one might be the one who's set to open this thing. Why don't you go ahead and give it a try? You have the mentorship of your glorious Krieg and the faith of your hellbound city. This should be just fine for you.
Robert leans over to Crozan and whispers, "I'm pretty sure Umberto already opened it."
Crozan just Crozan's just wandering around the cell, just picking through all the loose rags, trying to find anything of not even value. He's just kind of bored, poking around and considering just throwing things.
Well, since I'm holding the key, I let Fallister out. I mean, I need him.
All right, I'm gonna pull out the box and kind of look at it, and I'm gonna apply my knowledge of magic to see if there's anything I can tell about it right away about how to get into it.
All right, roll an Arcana check, Umberto.
And is this a cursed Rubik's Cube? Did you give us a cursed Rubik's Cube?
No. An Infernal Puzzle Box is a wondrous item. A cube-shaped container, 5 to 6 inches to a side, composed of airtight interlocking parts made from materials found in the 9 hells. Most of them are made from infernal iron, some are made of bone or horn. They're used to safeguard diabolical contracts signed between devils and mortals. It weighs 3 pounds, regardless of the materials used to fashion it. When a container small enough to fit inside an Infernal Puzzle Box is placed, it magically seals around the object, and no magic can force the box open. It becomes immune to all damage as well. Each Infernal Puzzle Box is constructed with a unique, mundane, non-magical means of opening it. Once you know how to solve that puzzle box, you can access it at will. However, if you want to try to figure it out yourself, it is going to be an extremely difficult investigation check. And if you fail, it could destroy your mind.
Okay, who was the guy who had this in his room?
Thirstwell.
Did he have a journal or a...
Ooh, good call. We did open the safe box that had everything in there.
Let me check. I don't believe that he did.
Anything in...
Sorry, while Umberto's looking at this, I'm observing Umberto to make sure nothing happens to him while he's investigating.
Right, to see if he's falling under the Oshnazgdurbata look of it all. Smart.
Robert's got horny tail at the ready.
Bonk!
I'm sorry.
Does it respond? You said it was things made from the Nine Hells. Can we burn through it with holy water?
It is immune to all damage.
Ooh.
You could feed it to the Taras. Okay, maybe feeding it to the Taras could overcome it, but like pretty near anything else, it's immune to all damage.
Rust spitter?
Yes, immune to a rust spitter.
Wow.
I might rule that, like, if you expose it directly to the light of the seventh heaven, you know, I might make a call. Yeah.
Darius steps forward. Well.
Fallister shakes off his kaftan and eagerly steps out and says, "Thank you, friend. Now, while I was down here sneaking around before they captured me, I made notes of the entire layout of this place. I can tell you where everything is."
Yes, please. Also, we want an audience with your lady in Candlekeep.
Done and done. Again, you bring her this puzzle box, she'll unleash her knowledge on it, and will reward each and every one of you for your services.
Fantastic.
But we keep what's inside.
I don't think it works that way.
Observe what's inside. We need to know what's in there.
Perhaps let's all figure out. I'm sure she's a sage. She'd be happy to share that knowledge with you. After all, you were integral in its recovery.
Exactly.
All right.
Alistair, do you require some form of, once we're done exploring this manor, I'm sure you're going to want to get back to Candlekeep as soon as possible. Do you need some sort of escort, or do you have your other means of getting there?
Why don't you come with me? We'll all bring this object to my master. We can uncover its secrets and get your satisfaction, good chosen one, and perhaps learn what the forces of evil are doing on this world.
Robert, is he on the up and up?
I don't know, Joe, is he on the up and up?
Oh, he's on mute.
He's on.
Everyone gains 1 XP. Slash GM roll, rolling dice behind the screen. You believe he's on the up and up. However, you also believe he's concealing something. And as he does so, he's looking across the room. Darius is distracted by, I don't know, chasing slobber chops or something with that natural one. Not Darius, Darren, the White Hawk of Kionthar.
Yeah.
He's concealing something, and he's looking at Satir. And it's
that's the other one we rescued, right?
Yes. It's not like, giving her meaningful we're in cahoots looks. It's more like he's not saying something. He's sort of darting looks over at her and then looking away to not get caught.
Okay. Can I do insight on her then?
Sure.
Wow, terrible.
Rolling dice behind the screen. What could all these dice rolls mean?
Doo-da.
All right. You're not really picking up on anything from her. She's a high-powered noble. She's a politician. She's good at, controlling the flow of information, but you're not really getting anything specific.
I do the hammer test on him.
On him?
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Wait, did anybody else notice what Robert did with the hiding thing?
If you were rolling insight, you might, but Robert can pass that the rest of the party can be aware if Robert so chooses.
Sure.
What I'm thinking is, if he let me know that it looked like he was hiding something when he's doing the hammer test, and Fallister is kind of distracted by that. Darius would like to sleight of hand where he thinks this hidey thing is. Just like kind of.
He's not physically hiding something. He's concealing information, and as he conceals this information, he's looking at the other prisoner.
Okay, I thought you said he was concealing something on himself.
No.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Well then, never mind. I'm not going to just try and pickpocket him for no reason.
Might be good to separate the two then, because it might be he doesn't want to say something in front of her.
Darius will go ahead and pick up on that, and he'll escort. I don't see her name tag. What did you describe her name?
Satir.
Satir. Darius, since she's an older woman, he'll put his hand on her back and kind of hold her other hand. And
I'll go with you because
Satir,
I've already become hostile with Fallister, and I think I'm not as good of an interrogator for him. And Embarrassment recognizes that he's not.
Then actually, I'll send, since we have 2 actual PCs down here, I'll send Crozen to escort. He's a big burly dwarf with Barto to get her out.
All right, where are you? Are you taking her to the secret exit and like getting her the hell out of the dungeon?
We'll start walking, and I'm gonna. I don't know if I need to do deception for this or anything, but I want to act like we're like checking our corners and making sure there's no one else here, and like basically intentionally go slow and delay the process so that if you guys need to run back and be like, "Holy shit, she's actually a devil," we're not gone too far by then.
Good point.
So you two have Satir, and Darius and Robert. Rhea's gonna go with Umberto. Darius, Robert have Fallister.
Yes.
Yeah.
Forgive me, I couldn't help but mention that lady mentioned that she's from the House of Hewn?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. All right, so the Vanthampurs are searching for something called the Shield of the Hidden Lord.
Have I heard of this before?
Roll Arcana or Religion. Both anyone involved in this conversation may make this roll.
Natty.
Oh, well, then I'm not even.
Hey-o.
Oh my god. Well, okay, so much for any... There's layers of ambiguity and stuff here. The Shield of the Hidden Lord was forged in the 7 mounting heavens of Celestia by angels. Now it serves as a prison.
Oh,
I wonder who would imprison.
Nobody you've heard of, actually.
Oh, not the fucking Zariel?
No, it does not. Zariel is very much unimprisoned. Zariel is very much busy doing Zariel things, running the blood war for the Nine Hells. No, now it serves as the prison for an entity known as the Hidden Lord.
that's bad. Okay.
Basically, angels made the shield and then trapped this Hidden Lord inside of it.
So it's a prison.
It's a prison. Yes, it's a shield and it's a prison. And I can probably pull more information for you about it, but because the shield, 1, it's an enchanted shield in the first place. 2, it contains the Hidden Lord and all of his powers. Mm-hmm. So it's very powerful object.
And it's an evil object, I would assume.
Yeah, the Hidden Lord is not a good person.
So it was a good item made to contain evil things.
Yes.
So it's been tainted. It's a good item that's been tainted.
Yes, the Hidden Lord is called Gargoth or Astaroth or Gormoth Soul Drinker. Once was a mere pit fiend, was exiled from hell, and in the material world became much more. Almost a quasi-deity of greed, corruption, power brokers, betrayal, politics.
And where'd it go?
Gargoth was exiled from hell, wandered the material world, gathered followers by doing favors for politicians and just fostering this cult of greed and corruption. Gargoth was imprisoned inside the shield. It then vanishes from legend.
So now it was Garmoth and then it became Astaroth once it started roaming. Is that what happened?
No, those are all just, I have many names.
Oh, okay.
There are some who call me
Tim.
What does the House of Hugh have to do with the shield, though?
I am glad you asked. You see, the shield can be found in the tomb of a man named Inselm Hune. It's buried beneath the Hune family estate in the tomb of one of their forefathers. And I know the way to get there.
Oh.
That's
This guy.
the piece of information for which I was particularly imprisoned here. The Vanthampurs want it.
Well, they don't anymore.
Yes, is dead.
Yeah. Okay.
I just thought perhaps she wouldn't take nicely to me describing buried treasures beneath her, family estate.
Yeah.
That was very wise. Where, not that, I mean, of course we're bringing you, but where is this? Is this tomb in the city?
Yes.
In their estate or somewhere else?
Beneath the sewers themselves, under the city.
Oh, goody. We're intimately familiar with those places.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Fallister, do you have anywhere that you were staying here before you were captured, or do you require some form of...
I've my home in Little Kalimshan. I live here. I'm a local. Yeah. Or at least, I don't know if he's a local, but he definitely has a place in Little Kalimshan. But you've done me a great service, and if you're going to bring the puzzle box to my master, then the least I can do is help you about here. Have you found everything? There are hidden passages and a great vault.
We've not found it. We found the vaults. We have many keys, and we know of many doors, but we don't know the secret ones. We would definitely appreciate your aid in making sure that we remove any stench of this place before leaving.
All right, he'll share with you his information about the secret doors. There's really only one secret door that you don't already know about. And it goes to a ritual divination chamber where they would commune with the spirits from hell to get, information about the city, their enemies, so on and so forth.
Sounds like some place for Robert to I always say desecrate. It's not desecrate, it's the other one.
Consecrate, purify, cleanse with holy fire.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, if we pick up some of the busted filigree from breaking the shrine, shy away at that.
Cool. He's eager to help, and he wants to make sure that you've got the puzzle box. That's good. He urges you to recover the shield. Although with the Vanthampurs dead, it's much less of a threat. Whatever their plans were for it are probably thwarted at this point. But essentially, recovering the shield of the Hidden Lord is now an optional quest you can complete before you leave for Candlekeep.
It's probably a good idea, considering it contains the soul and body of a pit fiend that became a demigod.
Yes. So what would the team?
Want that just lingering at you.
Mm-hmm.
Although the question is how many other people know of that information. It might be safest staying there since it's been safe there for God knows how long.
Well, this guy knew, and the Vanthampurs knew that it was somewhere, and
Okay, maybe then.
this lady that I'm walking with probably knows.
I'd rather it be locked up in Candlekeep or somewhere like it rather than just in somebody's tomb.
Yeah.
A tomb is a place adventurers go to find fun things.
If you look it up in a dictionary, that's what the description for tomb says.
It is, yeah. There's a picture of us just creeping around in the sewers to get there. I'm pretty quick, so I'm gonna dash back and just meet up with Umberto and just kind of finish escorting the Elder Hune, and then kind of let them know what we found out once that's completed.
You successfully escort Satyr Hune from the household.
We'd like to see you again at some point. Can we secure a chance to talk with her at a later date, or do we need to worry about that?
Just to check up on her. That's what our thing is, to make sure that she's okay.
Yeah.
And follow up on our investigation to complete any other loose ends.
Of course.
Absolutely. Feel free to mark that down as you have an audience with Satyr Hune, should you so desire. Just make sure that's recorded so we don't forget. All right, what else would you like to do?
We
check
could
out the
go...
divination chamber, right?
Yeah.
You want to check out the divination chamber?
Yes, although I do have a question about that.
Yes.
What are the chances that we can use this as our next, stronghold?
Well, this is underneath the family estate of one of the most powerful families. It's going to be What's your long-term plan? This is technically feasible. It's going to need to be cleaned out, and again, it's a fancy, expensive manor, so, and it doesn't belong to you guys right now. But all things are possible through faith or money.
Question.
Yes.
Darius is at least somewhat aware of the Vanthampur line, and that there were many siblings of the elder Vanthampur, not all related to the same person, right? Different fathers.
Effectively, the Vanthampur family line is wiped out now.
No, I know. I said before that the other Vanthampurs were not all blood. Well, they were blood related, but only through the mother, right?
Right.
So I'm just saying it wouldn't probably be exceedingly difficult in order to find a lost heir among those that we know.
Yeah, with some genealogical research, you might be able to pull that off. You also might be able to like try to claim this for.
I'm talking about crime, like lying. But yeah.
I'm talking about crime. I'm talking about lying.
The secret ingredient is crime.
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely. This is doable. People try to forge noble bloodlines all the time. Why do you ask, Robert?
I was just wondering how much I should be trashing some of this stuff. I guess was the
got it
for the short.
Anything demonic, you should be trashing.
No, agreed on that. But if there's this is a divination chamber. It's not necessarily. It can be good or evil. It's a tool.
Yeah.
And so if there's gems or whatnot, do we leave them so we can use this later, or do we trash it, get all this expensive stuff together, and start selling?
Okay. I don't think anybody else in the party is currently planning on using this as a base. If you wanted to like turn it into a temple to Ilmater, then that's your prerogative. You're definitely welcome to pursue that. But I don't think anyone else is currently planning on doing that.
I mean, I'm never against anything like that. Acquisition of property and.
So Matt, what if we found a relative and we basically said, you're going to be the Vanthampur in this city, and you're going to do exactly what we tell you, and you can have the manor, and you can have the holdings of the Vanthampurs, but you are now our vote in Parliament.
I mean, definitely we need some good safeguards, but that's an incredible idea for sure. Just because if we install them as the next in line of the Vanthampur line, even though it would be reduced, the family is still extremely prominent and important, and it wouldn't take long, especially if we're out adventuring, for them to take the political clout they need to no longer have to be working with us.
Right.
So we would just need to make sure that we kind of hamstring this whole situation.
Yeah. So we get some poor, drunkard who's, a third son of someone and married off to a farmer's daughter or whatever, or vice versa. And,
you guys kind of already have one of those.
Oh, we do, don't we?
Yeah, you're basically describing Klim Jasso.
Yep,
can we forge something and call him a Vanthampur? And
this is right up his alley. We can count him Monte Cristo, Klim Jasso. It's going to be great.
So the other option is we form more of a guild or organization that takes over the property.
That would be an incredibly good way to get in the guild's good graces and be able to secure our position as...
So what if we have Klim run the manor and the guild take over the under cellar?
Like turn this into like a speakeasy for the guild?
Exactly. But have Klim run the manor. The above ground stuff.
Robert's not so sure he likes the idea of turning it over to the Thieves Guild, but what if we set up our own, like the Adventurers, what was that, Adventurers Inn that we were at?
The House of Mastery.
Yeah, Garmel's House of Mastery.
To turn this into like an inn or something for them, another part of that.
Oh, you was talking about the Knights of the Unicorn.
Yeah.
I think.
Yes. Those guys. Something more like that was where I was going, or where Robert was going. I understand why you would go to the Thieves Guild. Yeah.
We could kind of meet in the middle on this. I mean, considering we've explored a lot of the sewers, we're in good with the guilds, we could still make this like a safe place for adventurers and pious people, dedicated, of course, to Ilmater. But this has a lot of entrances to the sewers, and we could definitely have a safe house for the guild. It doesn't have to be that they control it, but it could be a place that they could go utilize as like
the place is large enough we could literally split it in half.
So you kind of already have a base like that with Joplins that's functioning as a thieves hideout. this
Right, but
this
in the
manor,
upper city, though.
In the upper
right?
city.
But this manor could be configured as a temple because it's already got temple facilities. So if it was reconsecrated, you could have your own temple to El Mater that would have access to the sewers, where a lot of folk who are down on their luck will make their way around. And it can be, a we will heal you as a form of ministry place. You could also configure it as another hideout. You could configure it as a keep, a fighter stronghold. Up to you guys.
I think giving Robert a temple is an amazing idea. I wasn't saying turning it into a thieves guild. I was just saying it could be used as a bartering chip to make sure that we can kind of secure ourselves with the guild by just giving them a safe house. They don't have. It's almost like when you go to a church to get sanctuary. It's not saying, "Hey, come here and do your illicit backroom deals." Like, "Hey, if you're getting chased by the cops, come down to the sewers, hide in here, and no one's gonna find you." Kind of a thing.
Right.
Okay.
Robert
feels a little backhanded by using the church as a front, but he understands where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Think of it as unparalleled access to souls in need.
That's right. Plus, this is El Mater. Robert, you were able to convert 2.5 people to the glory of El Mater just, by adventuring with them. I feel like if there's poor lost souls,
is Frozen in the half, or am I in the half?
You're here.
You're a lost cause, bro.
But I kind of feel like it would give you a chance to say, not necessarily you, but you, Brother Hodgins, whoever else we pull into this. People can be converted when they're down on their luck. Who joins a thieves guild unless they're down on their luck? You're not on the lower rungs of a thieves guild because you want to be there.
True.
You're either chomping at the bit or you're in a bad way, and you can save people who are in a bad way.
Yep. Okay. I can deal.
All right, let's check out this divination smash.
All right. Fallister leads you up through the dungeon toward down that main pathway. He points out the vault, which is right there. That's the vault. I believe you guys have a key to it that you pulled off of the defeated Thalamra Vanthampur.
I think we were saving the vault for last, right?
Yes. And he's going to go ahead and jiggle the secret door.
Ooh.
The wall,
Just rubs up against it and jiggles.
the wall slides open. This 10-foot high vaulted chamber has a plaster ceiling painted with images of terrifying winged devils looking down on a symbol embedded in the room's floor, a circular disc of black stone inscribed with a 9-pointed gold star. 4 wrought iron candlesticks bristling with unlit, half-melted red candles surround the circle.
Ooh. How did he know the way to the secret entrance here?
He was sneaking around. He snuck his way down into the dungeon and was sneaking around, doing perception checks, doing investigation checks until he got caught.
Is he a human?
Yes, he is human. Or he appears human, and his head didn't explode when you hit him with the bonk.
But no, he's not an elf. He doesn't
Correct.
easily detect things.
Correct. What he has is a certain set of skills.
Yes. Okay.
I say,
Robert,
we're gonna start blasting.
Yeah, do we have a trap checker person?
Oh god, well that's technically me, but
What's your investigation score, Matt?
Darren's is much better than mine. Mine is not very good.
You know who's actually good at this? Fallister Fisk.
Hey.
Seems all clear.
Hey.
Perhaps a bit unsavory, but...
Okay, Robert goes in.
I'll
So
follow.
I explode.
You do not explode.
Okay, that's good.
Roll a religion check. Natural 20.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
The pseudo RNG is with you today.
Using
Okay.
all my luck right now, though.
The figures depicted on the ceiling are pit fiends. This chamber is enchanted with a ritual that requires the spilling of blood in sacrifice. If you perform this sacrifice, it will summon a devil, or not a full-fledged physical devil, but it will summon the mind of a devil who will answer questions you ask, mimicking the effects of a divination spell.
Ooh. if this thing now, I know Robert probably would have a way better idea than me, but if this thing was consecrated, would it then reverse the divination effect to channel someone from the heavens?
No, the whole thing is built up to channel the forces of hell. You basically have to clean it up and completely reinstall a fresh apparatus to do so. It's not something that can be easily reconfigured.
Copy.
Doesn't mean it can't be done. It's just not like a simple, oh, we just need to set it from evil to good.
Now, question though, would it be, since it's already been installed, once we get rid of the ick, I'm assuming it would be cheaper to install a fresh thing. I mean, it would be cheaper to build up from what's here than to make a new one,
Yeah.
or is it not? Okay, cool.
Yeah, it would be slightly, it's not a huge discount. It would be slightly cheaper. And, it's already got a secret door installed.
What kind of blood and how much?
Humanoid blood, you have to kill a creature. You have to kill a sentient creature.
That's a lot of blood.
It's not so much the blood as the killing. The blood is just like the material component of the kill.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so in regards to Robert's other question, how much, if we scrap this thing, do you think we could harvest?
Oh, you found me.
Hey,
+1 XP, and the book says absolutely nothing about it, about any sort of gold value here. So I'd probably roll.
I'm not asking the book. I'm asking you, God.
I was explaining. So I'd probably say it's not gonna be fast. If you just do some scrapings now, you'll get like 1d4 gold pieces. If you properly had a crew down here, I'd roll like a medium level gold treasure or a small level treasure, but I'd make sure to get it in gold.
No gems or nothing easily pried out, right?
Okay.
Then yeah, I say just consecrate, and then we'll close the secret door and hope no one discovers this place.
Yeah.
Come back to either
All right.
harvest.
Do you have something to power a consecration ritual? Either a spell, a sufficient spell, or expending a vial of holy water?
I do have the holy water.
Could we
Sure.
wrap it in red cord and then just?
You need to power it. You could do that, but you need to power it with some spell energy, some divine energy. But a dose of holy water plus a ritual will definitely consecrate it.
Will do.
All right. You gain concordance with Ilmater for cleansing a vile temple. And the room is consecrated. What would you like to do next?
Is there anything else on this floor that we should check out according to Fallister? Fallis.
Let me see.
And mate, not to distract you, but does only Robert get concordance with Ilmater, or do others of us that worship Ilmater also have?
Others definitely can. Others definitely can.
Okay.
You can track concordance if you so desire. With
I
Ilmater or with any deity, really.
Well, Ilmater, I never really worshipped deities before Ilmater. Ilmater is kind of my first and only, right?
And really tracking concordance with a million different deities, it's frowned upon in the realms. You're supposed to worship a god. Otherwise, you go to the wall of the faithless. All right. What would the party like to do? According to Fallister, everything else, aside from the stuff you've seen, is all storage rooms and the like. Let me see.
Could I ask a background question?
Absolutely.
So I missed last session.
Mhm.
Is there still a fight going on up above us, or what? How did the riot sort of?
The riot was successful. The top floor was actually not very heavily guarded. The Vanthampurs only had like 12 guards, I think, up top.
Okay.
The majority of their forces were down here below the temple, inside their secret evil temple. So the riot has already completed. It's basically what I did was, in exchange for not having to clear those rooms, most of the treasure and stuff is gone from the upper floor. And your forces have already made their way down here and are rallying. They're rounding up the surviving enemies, the surviving non-exceptional enemies.
Okay.
I think the big thing was that we kind of get the important rooms and they got all the smaller rooms.
Copy. Do we need to help them in any way? Were there any exceptional enemies that they're running into that they need support with?
Nope.
Okay.
You guys took, like, honestly, the big fights.
Cool. Perfect.
Yeah.
I think it's vault time.
Cool.
Okay.
There was nothing else on here but the vault, just the hidden room and then the vault.
Storage rooms, wine cellar, staircase up to the main area.
I mean, I wouldn't mind checking out the storage rooms and the wine cellar. That's always, no one else can get in this vault but us. So
Sure. Yeah. Agreed.
Wine is always good.
All
I
right.
agree.
Fallister will lead you to the right. Does somebody have control of Crozan?
I do.
I
Great.
think we all do.
Great. Go ahead and haul him around. Slobberchops follows.
Yeah, I do not have control of slobber chops.
Yep.
Oh God, Kevin.
Boing, 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 boing.
Oh my gosh. I think next time maybe a teleport would have been a little better.
Probably. All right, now that... Yeah, you're going the right way. You're going the right way.
Yeah, I'm just making short work of this.
Whoop, whoop.
Does this thing go anywhere? What is this thing?
That's a dead end. Collapsed.
Ah.
Deliberately collapsed by Thalamra and her family to prevent sewer access. She used her position as like the head of civil engineering to control who could and could not get into the sewers from down here.
Gotcha. Is it this room is the wine room?
Yep. That's the one.
All right. Hey, I know that I can't really do too much about it right now, but can I kind of watch Fallister go about his business and see if I can try and work my way towards building up how to properly... I don't think I've ever learned from a proper rogue how to actually search a room. I'm also just how to stab people real good.
All right.
I'm doing
Hoping...
that thing from Spider-Man, you know, the oh God, I can't think of the Splinter Timelines one where like he's just like watching, like, oh yeah, show me how to be Spider-Man.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
This is the door.
Spider-Verse, that's it. Gosh,
Do it.
Yep.
I opened that mofo.
Nathan would kill me if I forgot what that movie was called.
It is dark. Do you have a light cantrip?
I can see in the dark. So can Crozan. Do you want us to explore first before we turn
I
the
have
lights?
the cantrip. I can light.
Yeah, Robert is emanating light. So if Robert moves into the room, y'all should be good.
All right, let's search this place.
Darren is going to be, since we have an area top and bottom, Darren's going to be lookout, like on, like just kind of like looking around the corner here to make sure nothing sneaks up on us. We should be fine, but just in case.
Got it.
Where's
Four
the
stone pillars brace the 10-foot high vaulted ceiling of this dry cellar, the walls of which are lined by a dozen barrels on wooden braces. Half the barrels have brass spigots tapped into them. The room also contains 2 stacks of wooden crates, one in the middle of the room, one by the south wall. There is a set of staircase that leads up, probably into the kitchen of the manor proper of above, and there is a door right here.
Crozan taps one of the kegs and just starts drinking.
All right. As you do so, 3 of the barrels explode.
Oh, goody.
Everybody roll for initiative.
Hey.
Okay.
Very well.
Oh.
I gotta remember how it's been so long.
My goodness.
My God.
Mein Gott.
All right, who's bringing their person in?
Slobberchops!
Oh, so-
Unlucky. All right, Crozan goes first, and Slobberchops.
Fine.
What
devils,
is
not bearded devils.
what has shown up? What are these things?
These are spined devils. Let me see if I can give you.
Yeah.
They are. They're gross.
Are they eyeless? No, they're got eyes.
Ugh.
Yep. They're kind of small, actually. They're like gnome-sized-ish.
Oh, cool.
Okay,
They have
perfect.
wings. They have forks. They have pitchforks. They look pretty classic. Nothing like the classics.
Let's kill these things.
It's Crozan's turn first. What would Crozan like to do? Robert is on deck.
What would Crozan like to do?
I don't have the soundboard
Yeah,
hook
so
up, but I believe
These are like really low on the hierarchy of devils.
yes.
They're just above imps. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Can he pick one up in each hand?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
He can. It'll take his whole action, but he can grab. Oh no, because he got extra attack now. So yeah, he can do the coconut attack on this turn if he beats two of them. Who's got his character sheet open?
I do.
All right, roll. He's not raging, and I don't know how many rages he has left. So
He has 2 rages left, so he's going to go ahead and rage.
that's his bonus action. So he will not be able to do the coconut attack. He'll be able to grab two, but he will not be able to coconut them.
That's fine. I think he would open with grappling and then have them ready for us to beat, and then just to start coconating the next turn.
Okay, roll opposed athletics checks with advantage.
All right. So first, Crozan swigs the what is this, wine or mead?
Ale. It's ale.
Ale. So he just like wipes the ale that was frothing in his mouth from like starting to chug. His muscles bulge.
Now there's
he
new
screams
froth.
out.
Greeny.
Now there's new froth as he just bulges out of. I don't remember if he was naked or not. I think he has clothes on again. It's Crozan. Who the hell knows? But his veins pop. His muscles bulge. He jumps on top of this crate and then just puts a meaty hand at each of their throats and begins harassing and grappling them. I'm going to go ahead and, with advantage, go ahead and roll his. Where is the
Athletics.
There we go. Athletics the first, and athletics the second.
Well, you grabbed one of them, but the other one is a wily beast.
Ah, unfortunate.
Which one did he grab?
The one closest to Umberto, right first, then left.
Perfect. All right, that one is grappled. Crozan's turn is over. Robert, it's your turn.
I'm gonna walk up.
Slobber chops? Or
Slobber
not?
chops. Okay, slobber chops hisses.
Pisses?
No, hisses. And
That.
growls in this direction.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
And it is Slobberchop's turn. Slobberchops can attack one of the spined devils or attack one of the targets only Slobberchops can see.
I think, yeah, Crozan would know that he's been kind of with Slobberchops, so has an idea, and yeah, he's gonna just tell Slobberchops to hunt.
Okay,
So Slobberchops is gonna go after what I'm assuming is him.
roll a signature attack.
I don't think I have access to Slobberchops.
You do now.
Oh, very good. Perfect. And signature attack, Slobberchops.
Slobberchops kill.
Yeah.
22 for
Grapple counts as an attack, right? So it should auto hit, but I think it hit anyway. But
yeah, it does hit. All right. Slobberchops is in fact engaged with an invisible imp
nice. Yeah.
who takes half damage because Slobberchops does not do. Actually, does Slobberchops do magic damage? I don't think so.
I don't
It's
think
a
not yet.
flying goddamn cat.
Yeah, but it's a magical flying cat. No, Slobberchops does not do magical damage. So Slobberchops inflicts half damage on the imp.
Okay.
All right. Also, Matt, you gain inspiration from chat.
Nice. I think Slobberchops is going to go ahead and make its attack and then use one of its underfoots for the day. It darts between the imp's feet and tries to trip it up.
They are flyers. They are flyers.
Oh, it's not flying. It's flying right now? Okay,
Yeah.
I thought it was.
No,
You can
around
do
it.
that to the devil that's grappling with them.
No need to
Crozan,
do
right?
it. No need to do it to the devils. They also have fly speeds. Underfoot is kind of
Okay.
useless here.
Okay, no, I was just trying to use the ability that's given. So
Valid,
okay, cool.
valid. All right, Robert, it is your turn. You know the imp is there, but you cannot see it, so you can attack it, but you'll have disadvantage on your attacks. You've also got the spined devils, which are out in the open.
Yeah, I feel like I would go after the devils at this point then.
All right.
So I'll walk over and smacky with Macy.
All right. Ooh, 12. A 12 is a miss. Also, I need to roll the imps in on the initiative counter. Naturally, they get something ridiculous, but that's fine. That's fine. We'll handle that later.
They were too busy playing cards when we showed up.
Exactly. It was imps playing poker. Anything else, Robert?
No.
All right.
Good.
Wait, bearded devil, why are you here? Your ass is grass. Get out of here.
That was
Darius.
spined up, I think is what you ran for.
No, I have a spined devil, but the bearded devil from the last fight was still in the initiative order. All right, Darius, it's your move.
Alrighty then. Darius, now getting hit didn't reveal the imp, right? I still can't see the imp.
Correct. Actually, let me verify that.
Striking at the air.
Until its concentration ends, as if it's focusing on a spell. Should not have had advantage on that. We take the first. Its concentration was not broken.
Copy that. Yeah, just sees Lava striking at the air. I can see in the dark, but I can't see invisible creatures. So I'm going to whistle and call for Darren. Darren swoops back over and gets to the doorway with its first one. And then it is going to dash and just kind of be floating. I'd like him in this square, but can I just put him like kind of right here to show that he's not blocking that square and he's flying up to kind of harass the other devils? Okay,
that's fine.
But he's technically right where Rhea is probably going to be in this square next to him. Okay, and then Darius, seeing that this devil here is being grappled and tied up, he's going to go ahead and sidestep. Actually, I'm right next to a bunch of barrels. Darius is going to try and hide. I'm going to pop behind these barrels and boxes and such. And Darius is going to use his bonus action to try and get a stealth attack on these guys. Oh, what's that?
A 24 on the stealth check.
Beautiful. All right. And then he's going to wrap up. Oh, that is okay. He's going to hide over here just so he's within range. And then I'm going to go ahead and throw a dagger at, let's just say this one, since it looks like the most open right now.
Cool.
And Darius Raven Guard, advantage. What do I have left? Do I have any of my things left? I do. I have trick throws. Fantastic. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and use a trick throw. I'm going to use Lingering Wound. I'm going to try and dig this dagger in deep. And here goes my throwing knife. Hoya!
The spaghetti dice always makes me laugh.
Right. Boink.
All right, so that's 20 points of damage. Is there a save involved here?
At the top of its turn, it will need to make a Constitution save.
All right, half damage because it's a devil.
Yeah.
All right. Also, my macros are not working right now. I think I have to manually toggle them every single time, so the health auras may be a little bit wonky. Is that it for you, good sir?
Yes, I'm just gonna back up over here, and I know I'm not hidden, but I'm kind of ducking behind the boxes.
Cool. It is now time for the spined devils. All right. One of the spined devils is going to attack Robert. It makes 2 attacks, once with its bite and one with its pitchfork. So it snarls at you, Robert, and it's going to try to eat your face.
Yay.
Does a 20 hit?
Yes.
All right. You take 6 points of slashing damage. Do you have heavy armor mastery?
Yes.
All right. So you take what, 3 points of slashing damage?
Yes.
All right. And it's going to try to poke you with the fork of destiny, which fails.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Nick's not actually there. He just has a soundboard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. This spine devil is going to attack Crozan twice with a bite.
Is that the one that needs to save at the top of its turn?
Yes. So we'll go ahead and have it save as well. Does a 14 hit Crozan?
No.
All right.
It's not.
And it has to make a con save?
At the top of its round, yes. That, I didn't see what it was. That was failed. It takes 1d6 points of damage. I'll go ahead and roll that. And it needs to either take an action or get healed to get rid of this. Otherwise, it keeps making the save at the top of every round while it starts bleeding out.
All right. That is it. Actually, how many? I did 2 of them attacked. You attacked you. The one that is grappled, restrained condition. Oh no, grappled condition, not the restrained condition.
Yeah.
So it's in a grapple. It can actually fight with full effectiveness. So it's going to attack Umberto twice. Umberto, it tries to bite you. A 21 is a hit. You take 4 points of slashing damage.
Now, I think I have temporary hit points.
You do.
If you do,
Take it from
deduct.
those first.
Yeah, deduct those first.
Done.
All right. And I'm going to attack with my fork. The devil tries to stab you. Does an 11 hit?
Just barely no. I have a 12.
All right then.
Do it.
Ooh, 12. All right. That is it for the spined devils. Umberto, it's your turn.
I have something very special that I've never done before.
Really?
Blaming him.
Yeah. Should I step back so that I can not be in melee when I'm attacking?
If you attack in melee with a ranged attack, you will have disadvantage. If you leave this creature's melee range, it will get an attack of opportunity against you. So do you want to soak an attack of opportunity?
It's grappled, so it can't come after me. I'd rather step back and let it attack.
Okay.
But then I have two Eldritch Blasts right now, and I'd rather have 4 dice rolling on that attack versus just the 2.
You mean 2 instead of 4, but 2 of them are bad.
Yeah. You want 2 good dice, not 4 bad dice. All right.
Yes.
The spine devil takes a free bite attack on you as you walk away. Kersnappy, 14.
Does hit.
You take 4 points of damage. Any temporary hit points are deducted first. And I'm going to put a clock on this guy to represent the fact that he's used his reaction. Now, you may fire your Eldritch Blast twice. These attacks are made flat.
You may fire when ready.
Yes.
All right. We will initiate.
Are you firing it at the grappled target?
I'm gonna fire it at this target.
Copy. Strike 1, successful. 7 points of force damage. Kerpow.
Nice.
Strike number those.
Nice.
Another 7 points of force damage. The spined devil is bloodied.
Huzzah!
What would you like to do next?
I think Rhea can attack. Can she not?
Rhea can attack and automatically hit.
Oh yes. So let's see. Do I have her sheet open here?
Mhm.
I'm gonna do her attack.
No,
This thing?
her normal attacks do not. It's only her radiant blade attacks that auto overcome damage reduction.
Yeah.
Right.
So she deals 3 points of slashing damage.
And then Umberto, do you think Rhea would want to tactically step in to make sure the devils can't follow you?
She'll
And
step in.
set up the flank for Robert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. It is imp time. All right. This imp that Slobberchops is attacking is... Hi, how are ya? Hi, how are ya?
Oh no.
Robert suddenly is surrounded as the imps manifest. They're going to all 3 focus their attacks on him with advantage.
Uh-oh.
Because he is flanked. Sting! They're stinging you with their scorpion tails. The first one glances harmlessly off your armor. Use a shield, right, Robert?
Yes.
That one bounces off your
Ding.
shield.
Ding.
And the last one, yeah.
Ding.
Ding, 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 ding. Oh, sorry.
Dinner's ready.
It's always scary when you see 3 attack you with advantage, and it's like, oh, ding, ding, ding. Yay.
Yeah.
Did I mention all the imps? Because there's 1 imp left. Hi, how are ya? And he saw you the whole time. He had a perfect vantage point on you, so he is going to attack you.
I spit him an infernal.
Cool.
And I know he's gonna attack.
Mhm.
I say, you insignificant cur. Uh-oh, that's not good. I use my reaction to do an uncanny dodge as he appears, striking at me with his tail, and I dodge at the last moment, it only barely scratching me, still injecting a bit of poison, but not nearly as bad as it would have been.
All right, so you're going to take half damage from this, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw. Yes.
Hey, mate, actually, I'd like you to go ahead. I'm gonna use a luck dice against this to use 1 more. Can you roll 1 attack, please, for me?
Sure.
I'm gonna use one of my luck dice in order to have it take this attack instead. It's not a crit.
Okay. All right, cool. You use a luck dice. It's not a crit, and you're using your uncanny dodge to cut the damage in half. So in order to get the
Is it
final,
using the first damage instead of the second damage?
no, because the first would be a crit. Actually, yeah, the first. So it's the 5 plus 8. That's
Okay.
Yeah, that checks out. So I still need you to roll a con save.
I'm fine with that. It's just his high wasn't nearly as bad as it could have been.
Mhm.
Con save. That's gonna be fun. Let's see how that goes. 9.
All right, you failed. So you would have taken 5 damage. So instead, you take 2 physical damage and 4 poison damage, and that's all.
Instead of whatever the hell that would have been.
Yeah, a gigantic pile of oomph.
Yeah, that would have sucked. Thank
That is-
goodness for Rogue.
That is it for the imps. It is now Crozan's turn. He has one of them grappled. Crozan will attempt to grapple the other one. If somebody could make a athletics check with advantage against my acrobatics check to avoid, I got a 12.
Absolutely, I'm on that. Athletics, go, baby. 26.
Okay,
No
he
dice.
successfully grappled the other one. He now has 2 of them grappled, and he can yeet one for free,
Coconuts and you're bagging them together.
or he can do a suplex attack to coconut them.
Yeah, I think he wants to. I think he would coconut, right? He would ground him down. He wants them prone.
Coconut.
Okay, roll 2 suplex attacks.
Now, question: you said suplex drops them, right?
Yes,
He doesn't have them grappled anymore.
correct. It makes them prone, but they're down.
So what I'm thinking here, I'm gonna try something a little different. Can he instead, like, you know that thing where like you normally you grab somebody and you you hold on to them and you slam their head in the ground, kind of a thing, like a suplex kind of a thing. Well, I guess that's what he's doing anyway. Basically, what I'd like him to do would be just to drop down and like kind of put them under his boot and like, get them on the ground first and then have them grappled prone and then start beating on them next turn.
Okay, so you want to pin them.
Yes, he wants to pin them. He wants to pin them down, making it easier for himself and his allies to just ground and pound.
Okay, roll 2 opposed athletics checks with advantage, 1 for each of them, to attempt to pin them to inflict the restrained condition or the prone condition, your choice. Probably the restrained condition.
Can you yeet people into people and then yeet those people into other people? We do have a 3 in a row at the moment.
Just a chain yeet. Here's the other thing, though. You guys have them heavily flanked. Like, look at this tic-tac-toe board you're playing right now.
Yeah.
Up here. Flanked, flanked, flanked. All right, well,
Okay.
good luck to me.
26, 22.
Yeah, they're both now restrained. You have the restrained condition on both of them.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And that is it for Crozan. Slobber Chops can attack that imp.
Yeah, Slobber Chops is gonna do that.
Yeah, go ahead and roll it. It's free damage.
Yeah, it's free real estate. Hey, 4.
All right,
Yeah.
Robert, your turn. You are surrounded by imps and a spined devil. What would you like to do?
I hit the devil.
Right, roll an
Give it
attack
advantage.
with advantage using Heaven's Fall.
Flanking. Come on, man. I want to see this thing do something crazy.
Let's
Come
go.
on. Are you kidding me?
I know.
This is, where have I seen this before? Where have I seen this before? Nick has a history of playing characters who could inflict massive damage, but just roll like ass, except when they're doing charisma. Like, he played this farm boy fighter once with a 2-handed sword that should have just been cleaving through fools. Missed every single time, but anytime he needed to bluff somebody, knocked it out of the park.
Yeah. Mate, do you remember the game we played with Broman and he started off as a fighter, never hit anything, and then went bard because he just couldn't handle it?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. All right, it is Darius's turn. There's an imp in your face.
Yes, there is. Darius is going to draw his rapier, and he's going to stick the pointy end in the soft target before him.
Okay, this is not a sneak attack.
This is not a sneak
It
attack.
is generally considered good tactics when using a rapier to hit him with the pointy end.
Yes.
And this is not a silver or magical weapon, right?
No, this is not a silver or magical weapon.
Okay.
And you know what? Actually, you're right. If I had a silver magical weapon, I feel a lot better about this. I do not. Darius is going to disengage.
Okay.
I'm a rogue.
Mhm.
It's like we don't do one-on-ones. We
don't take fair fights.
We don't take fair fights.
That ain't me.
So later, buddy. 5, 10, 15. I'm gonna help alleviate some of this advantage on Robert, and I'm gonna use my advantage by flanking to then stick this thing in the pointy end.
Which will be a sneak attack.
Yes, and that's gonna be much better.
Clever.
It feels like we're playing Go right now with all these nested.
That's actually
Right?
that was the game I was thinking of. I was like, what's that game where you just try to hop over everything? Yeah. Oh my god, dice spam.
2020 shank.
Okay,
That would be a 14 cut in half, right?
7 points of damage.
Yeah.
Boink.
And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna stay right here.
Cool.
Get my
Well,
back to the wall.
all right. What would you like Darren, the White Hawk of Kionthar, to do?
So you said this guy right here is bloodied, right?
Correct.
Hey, Darren's gonna say, hey,
Finish him.
My claws do count as magical weapons for devils.
I'm blessed
so
by Elmater.
8 points of
Bitch.
slashing damage.
All right. You slash through it, and it shrieks, and in a puff of brimstone is banished right back to hell.
Yes, go for the eyes, Darren. Go for the eyes. And these things are restrained, and he's flying. Do these things have, like, if Darren moves, are they gonna take shots at him?
No, they're not.
They're on the ground now. Okay, cool. Darren, they've got that pretty handled. So Darren is gonna move to support. Let's see. That's flanking. That's flanking. He's just gonna move up right here to kind of intercept this fiend here that's like trying to get at his his not quite son, not quite human son. And,
Don't talk to me or my son ever again.
That's right. And yeah, interception time. That's it for Darius.
All right. Next up, the Spined Devils.
I don't know if, like, Darren is actually the spirit of my father, but I always assume it is. So
The Spine Devils are restrained, which means they have disadvantage on all their attacks. They can use their actions to try to escape, or they can, not do that. I know what they'll do.
Mate, this one needs to make a con save while he's bleeding out.
Thank you.
Hey, buddy.
A 4.
Yeah, that's not gonna do it.
Roll damage against me.
Yes.
All right. Now, I am doing half damage on these because the ability isn't irreducible damage or anything like that. Okay. So they are going to use Searing Spines. It shakes itself and its spines go flying in all directions. They are burning hot spine splinters. I need everybody within 10 feet of them to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no, we should have moved just a little bit farther back, Umberto.
Oh, I was just checking.
Umberto, you have to roll 1 save. Robert, you have to roll 2 saves.
And it's a con save.
Rubber chops, no!
It's a con save. A 12 saves, by the way.
No.
A 6 does not save. Roll 2 for Crozan, please.
Let me see if Does Rage get advantage on?
Do I need to roll one for Rhea?
Yes, roll 1 for Rhea. Roll 2 for Rhea, actually. Rage does not give advantage on con saves.
Cool, good to know.
All right, you know what? Let me throw down the consequences so that as we make all these rolls, everyone can do the calculations. The DC is 12, so Rhea's fine. Crozan still owes me 2. Robert gave me 2. Slobberchops owes me 2. And actually, Darius is completely out of the blast radius.
Yeah.
Also, this is doing fire damage, so none of the devils are affected.
That sucks.
If you made your save, you take half damage from these. And you don't take the kicker effect. So the first one would have been 8 fire damage, and the second one would have been 12 fire damage.
Ouch. Okay, so he takes half of this, you said, when he saves?
Yeah, on a save, you take half.
He takes a quarter because he's a raging bear.
Mm-hmm.
It's fire, so that's going to be 2 and 3.
Do the imps take damage?
Nope, fire damage. Devils are immune.
Oh, imps are devils too?
Yep, they are.
They're the lowest.
Also, if you failed, you are blinded until the end of your next turn.
Yeah.
The only fail I see on the map is Umberto, I think.
We'll do her saves.
Rhea saved. Yeah, Rhea saved. Umberto is blinded until the end of his next turn. And he took a pile of fire damage. Go ahead.
I thought Crozan failed as well.
He only took 8 fire damage, right? He's only failed once.
Yeah, he only would have taken 8 damage. Umberto, you were only in range of one of them. And Crozan, I think, succeeded, because those 2 saves to save Darius Ravengard, those are both Crozan.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, he saved, and he only took 5 damage from everything because of his quarter damage.
Slobber chops.
Oh no, slobber chops! No.
Slobber chops takes 2 health levels and is blinded.
Oh, he doesn't. I thought this was just the save against saving, and now he makes the save against the damage, right?
Yeah.
Chat,
Yes.
chat, we need help.
All right.
Slobber
Yeah,
chops.
just roll 2 saves for slobber chops. Okay, we're good. Roll another save for
That's
slobber
fine.
chops.
And okay, well, the next one was 9, so that one wasn't a save.
Okay, so 1 health level.
Yeah.
Slobber chops is still at 75%.
He's still good. He's still good.
Yeah, health levels make sense if you're playing around a table. They make less sense in digital, but I haven't done the conversion yet. Okay, I think we've... Go ahead.
How much does it take? She saved twice.
Roll 2 more Constitution saving throws to see if those actually hurt her.
Okay.
I did the conversion for my group mate, so if you want me to help apply that here, we
Yeah.
can do that another time.
Might ask that at some point. Okay, she's fine. She's fine. She takes no health levels.
Woohoo!
All right, that's it for the spined devils. Umberto, it's your turn. You're blind.
No.
What can I do that doesn't require? I can do Sacred Flame, can I?
Yes, that's a saving throw. That has nothing to do with your ability.
Does it say one creature you can see? A creature, yeah, it descends on a creature you can see in range. You cannot see any
If you're blinded,
creatures.
you can't see. Ooh, unfortunate. How
If I take a shot, it's just a disadvantage, or
It's at disadvantage. And they are restrained, so it'll be a flat shot.
flat shot. I'll take that. So there's good chance of this.
All right.
Let's do it.
Just shooting the Eldritch Blasts.
Well, okay, sorry. Yes and no. You'd have to move up right next to him for it to be a flat shot. Because he's prone, so he gets advantage against being shot at.
Yeah, but he's got restrained as well.
Yeah, so you can't stack multiple advantage and disadvantage.
So you're fine.
So, yeah.
Yeah, this all levels out. That's a hit. Roll a second attack.
Yay! Thank goodness for leveling out.
Ignore the third one.
All right. Well, those are both hits. You deal 16 points of force damage. It is bloodied.
Optic blast. Behold.
It's
Let's
Alberto's like, I hope it hasn't moved since Crozan got to the ground.
oh, Rhea.
Ray,
Oh, wait.
Ray, Ray, yeah.
Rhea gets an automatic hit because you hit, but she's not dealing aggravated damage. Would Rhea like to use her reaction to finish him?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. What happens? What does she do to this spined devil?
So I say, where is it? And Rhea says, to your left a little more. And I take 2 shots, and then she takes a swing with her greatsword. The first lops off an arm and part of its torso, and then she counters with the hilt and hits it in the face and kills it like that.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Smashes it, it melts into ichor, and then vanishes back into hell where it came from. Well done.
Glorious.
Now, imp time. It's imp o'clock. I didn't skip anyone, right?
No.
Never skimp.
so.
Never skimp on the imps.
Never skimp on the imps. If it breathes, it's an imp.
All right. So the imp that's in the back is going to attack Darius with vicious mockery.
Ooh, what save is that?
That's a wisdom
wait.
saving throw.
Voice for this.
Could I interest you in something else?
Oh, why is that? You have a bad wisdom saving throw? Is that because you're an idiot? Is that it? Huh? You're just a little unwise fool wearing a clown costume? Show me your clown shoes. Show me your clown shoes, Darius. Yeah, you gonna cry?
Why I hate imps. Oh, they're so mean.
All right.
You're a poopy head. I say in Infernal. You're a poopy head.
All right. Take 2 points of psychic damage, and you have disadvantage on the next attack roll you make before the end of your turn.
Yeah, I do. Ooh.
All right, that's the first imp. There's 3 imps left. 2 of them have advantage because they're still flanking Robert, and they're just going to keep on trying to poke the crap out of him. After all, they're going right back to hell as soon as they're defeated, so...
But Nice, look at him. Just keep poking him.
All right, that is a 21. That is a hit, right, Robert?
Yeah.
Okay, you take 4 points of piercing damage, reduced by 3 for your armor, so 1 point of piercing damage, and give me a con save for poison.
Oh, man.
You succeeded.
Yay.
You take half damage, so you take 1 point of physical and 7 points of poison.
Ooh.
Dude, imps suck, man.
Imp the second is going for the attack. 23.
Yay.
Take after your armor, take 2 more piercing damage, and then roll a con save.
How did that imp have flanking?
Because there's only 2 that have flanking. The third one does not have flanking.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right, so that's 5 piercing before armor and 3 poison. So 2 piercing,
Right.
3 poison.
Sorry, how does this one have flanking?
This one does not.
Doesn't.
He used
Okay,
to.
so
He doesn't anymore.
Only one of them has flanking then, right?
No,
Because this
2
guy
had
got
flanking.
slobber chops on his butt.
No, that doesn't
it
stop
just-
flanking.
If you
Oh,
are
okay,
being
okay.
flanked, yeah, it doesn't stop you from flanking. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, the reverse eye rules do not apply. All right, the last one is going to make a flat attack with no advantage.
Kill the cleric! Kill the cleric! Kill the cleric! Kill the cleric!
Hey!
Jeez.
Take 2 after armor and roll another con save.
Dude, these imps were like on fire.
You succeeded.
Man.
Half of the poison damage for 5 poison damage.
Dude, Aura Master coming in clutch right now.
Wow.
And amazing con saves coming in clutch.
Yes. Like, on the one hand, they picked the worst possible person for this. On the other hand, they've sort of identified the guy with the giant glowing horny jail stick. They don't want it. They don't want none of it. All right, it is Crozan time.
All right, and now that they're pinned on the ground, Crozan's going bananas. Oh, that one's dead.
So
Why
he can just suplex the same guy, or he can move there and try to grab the imp.
The other 2, yeah.
Yeah, I think what he's going to do is he's going to, with his first attack, he's going to grab this imp and then throw him into this wall over here, and then he's going to suplex the other guy with his other attack.
Okay, roll an opposed check. You're trying to beat my dexterity because it's a little wriggly imp. It's trying to wriggle out of the way.
Yep.
Oh dear.
Crozan beats a 6 on a natural 1.
It's that thing where the imp is like,
Yes, we got him! We got him! And then
this hand wraps around his neck and his head swells up.
Okay, and then he uses his bonus action to yeet him. Actually, no, this is even better. He's gonna take this imp, and then I want to yeet him into that imp.
Okay. Roll an athletics check for your attack.
And does he have a yeet? He does. Has a yeet. 22. Get yeet, baby.
All right. You yeet one imp into the other imp. They both take half damage. They both had 3 health left, and they both pop like tomatoes.
Mate, can you do the death throes of these 2 imps? And then he's gonna suplex this guy while he's ground and pounding him.
All right, roll a suplex attack.
No, he's not gonna let him go, right? Now that he's pinned, he's just gonna keep like
A suplex.
dropping elbows. on him.
Suplex ends with prone, but it does break the grapple in order to get the
Okay,
attack.
Then I'll just. Oh wait, I can hold him down and just punch him. Can I?
Yeah,
just
you can
hold
do a
him down
knuckle
like-
duster attack.
Okay, then I'll just do a knuckle duster then. Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
This is
punch him while
not
he's
an
down.
advantage. This is not an advantage. Actually, it is because he's restrained. It is,
he's
yeah.
prone. Yeah.
Because yeah.
Hey,
Just
fist that shit is what it says. Oh, Adam. I think it only does like 2 damage, but still.
oh lord. All right, go ahead and Slobber Chops. Slobber Chops is blinded until the end of this round.
This thing's prone and it's right next door, so he's just gonna. Oh wait, he's blinded, but he got a hit, so it doesn't automatically hit, or blinded takes away from that.
I'm gonna call that blinded takes away from that.
Okay, but it still should be normal hit because he's
Yeah,
blinded, he's
it-
prone.
It's a
so-
flat roll.
Cool. All right,
Death by
let's
Slobber
look at
Chops.
that. Yeah.
Death by Slobber Chops. Would Slobber Chops like to use his reaction
Yes, he would.
Describe to me the slobber choppy fate of this spined devil.
So as Crozan is just grounding and pounding this guy by like fisting that shit, Slobberchops bounces up on Crozan's back and then just dog piles into the mess, just attaches its mouth and just starts crocodile rolling all over the throat of this spine devil, scratching away as it goes.
Oh my God.
And then it just like, as the devil's turning into ichor, you see Slobberchops just like get up on its like blinded legs, looking around, getting its namesake by just a mouthful of devil meat that slowly dissolves into ichor as it.
And then it starts licking its butt. Just like
Yeah, and then it licks its butt with the devilish ichor.
That is.
how cats do.
Yeah, that checks out. That checks out. All right. Well done, Slobberchops and Crozan. Robert, it's your turn. There are 2 imps left in the room.
Is the other one? Oh, the other one's back there.
Yeah.
Okay. Robert just slowly turns his head to this imp, glaring his annoyance more than anything. And he just drops his weapons, grabs the imp by the throat, and pushes him into the wall and just chokes him.
Oh my god.
You have unlocked ultra mode.
Roll an athletics check.
He's like, this hammer sucks. So
Fine, I'll do it myself. Oh! Mate, I know this isn't normal, but can I use my other luck dice to just help Robert?
I will let you spend a luck dice to help Robert because that was really cool, and it sucks that.
Can I have your imp reroll?
Yeah, we can do that. All right, spend your luck.
I'm spending my luck.
About
I
right.
had one.
Well, I prayed to Elmater that this badassness would continue, and Elmater said, "I'm busy. Try again later."
He's like, swing, 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 and now the imps, its friends all die, and it's just like buzzing around as he. It's like you're trying to get that annoying fly in the room.
Yeah.
All right, Darius, it's your turn. You have
All right,
disadvantage on the first attack you make this round.
Yep. Are either of these imps injured?
No, they're both completely fresh.
All right. Darius is gonna roll up on this one here, and can I get up on that barrel to help flank with Robert?
Yeah, you can do that.
Cool. I'm gonna cap my way up to the top of this barrel and flank to help ignore my disadvantage. But because I'm next to an ally, I'll still get sneak attack if I hit.
True. I was about to call you out on that.
I know you were, and I will take my rapier, and I'm gonna go ahead and make a thrust with my rapier. 11. I don't think that's gonna do it.
I am unstoppable!
Son of a gun.
Tremble before me, mortals! All shall love me and despair!
I take a step over here. I take out my dagger, and I am going to lob my dagger over there at the imp.
All right, Gamer has cover.
Gamer can suck the cover.
That remains to be determined. Throw your dagger.
And I'm going to use my last cunning artifice to throw a lingering wound at this thing. That'll be a normal attack. Throwing knife, go. And that'll be
Got the
a
dice, man.
10. God, man. Nope. No dice. And I used my last luck. So.
When the
sucks to be me.
Vanthampurs failed, we shall succeed! Baldur's Gate is doomed!
I look over at Darren and say, "Get him, Dad." And Darren flies over, blocking the stairs, and is going to take a strike at this thing. Let me see if Darren has any dailies left. Give me just a second. He has 1 left. I'm going to use Blinding Strike on this thing.
Okay.
Blinding Strike, baby. 22. That'll do it.
Finally.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. And he does 10 points of damage.
We are indestructible! We are invincible! We are...
The talons wrap around its neck.
Ah!
It its eyes pop out and it explodes.
Oh, good. Fantastic.
Yeah, they have 10 health.
Oh, fantastic. That's wonderful.
They're little glass cannons who take half damage from almost everything. Like, they're the worst.
Yeah. Well, crap. That's it for us.
All right.
I'm going to move back to flank with Robert.
The spined devils are dead, so there's one imp left, and it is Umberto's turn.
I'm gonna sidestep and
Whoop-a!
Pew, 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 pew.
Roll him.
get it. Biatch.
Behold, Eldritch Blast. That's a hit.
And is that full damage on them or half?
It's full damage, so this guy's reduced to 1 health.
And Rhea will hit automatically?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The will of a Templar is stronger.
Yeah, she steps up and she just she punts it with her foot into her greatsword.
The head hits one wall, the tiny body hits the other, and then they both melt into,
Red turns back to Umberto. It will kill.
Magnificent. All right. The combat is over. Well done, everybody. Let's take 5. When we come back, I will give you the treasure of this room and the next room over, and then we will open the vault. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.